What's going on, guys? My name is Spooky, and welcome back to Evan's Remains. I don't remember exactly where we last left off, but we had finished the water treatment plant. Found out that that guy that we thought was Vincent was actually Evan. Evan, I don't know why you brought us here, and I still don't know what you're planning, but I won't let Clover be a part of it. Huh. But yeah, so turns out that we might be Clover's younger sister, if I'm remembering this correctly. I like this area. I like all the flowers. It reminds me a little bit of Undertale, which is like one of my favorite games of all time. Oh, come on. I can totally make that jump, can't I? Hmm. Okay, hold on here. Okay, so I believe, if I'm doing this correctly, I gotta jump over to this one. That way. Ah, I see, I see. And then if we do this, yes, I'm a genius. Alright, genius is incoming. Genius, genius, genius. Hello, Clover. How's the translation coming along? Hello. I'm getting very, very close. So, isn't that a good thing? I don't like where this is going. Music is getting crazy here. Sorry for a sec, gotta turn that down. So what's going on? So is the island the artifact that we've been looking for? Is it actually this island? Because that's what I think it is. Oh. There's a reset button, so I gotta be careful. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, I gotta think about this one for a sec. Okay. I don't think I can make that jump. Somehow I have to get it so that when I hit that switch right here, both of the things are down. Like, both of these things have to be gone. So how do I do that? Hmm. Okay, I need to reset this again. Oh! Boom! Oh, shoot, but... Oh, I get it, I get it. Shoot. Oh my god. Stop. Ah, there it is. Okay, here we go. Ooh, music went quiet. I don't like that. Oh, there it goes. Music is back, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, no reset button. That makes me happy. That means this one is something that I can't horribly F up to the point of no return. Okay, so... let's see. Here it is. And then... oh my god, blue. Wait, no, I did that wrong. You know what? Forget it. Wait, no, this is right, isn't it? No, wrong. This. Okay, I mean, make this disappear. Step on that boy. No, stop it. I think I heard someone knock on my door earlier. I hope that didn't get too flubbed up with the footage. That's fine. It'll be fine. I'm still with my family, so... shit's gonna happen. Hey, I just want you to know, whatever the artifact turns out to be, I'll be here, okay? You can count on me. Thanks, Vanille. Okay, so this one doesn't have a reset button. So let's see, what's the process that I have to go through? Whoa, this is... That was easy. There. That was the last one. I've got the full message. What does it say? You know, when I was a little boy, there was this neighbor kid I played with almost every day. We were almost the same age. He was 1 year older than me. Lucas. That was his name. We'd always play in the park in my hometown. First thing, every morning, Mom would make breakfast. I'd eat it as fast as I could and head to the park. He was always there waiting for me. Didn't matter how early I got up, Lucas was always first. I remember one time I asked him if he slept there. He always carried this toy plane. I loved that plane. Even though he was a good friend, the bastard never let me touch it. And that pissed me off a little. One day, I woke up, and after having breakfast, as usual, I went to the park. He wasn't there yet. I was happy. I finally managed to beat him to the park. I sat down to wait for him. But hours passed, and Lucas never showed up. When I got back home, I learned that they had moved. That night, my father heard me crying in my room and came in really worried. I told him what had happened. I was really sad, but I was a kid, so eventually I started to get over it. One day, my father brought me a box that had come for me in the mail. I was really confused. It was from Lucas. He sent me a letter apologizing for not being able to say goodbye. He told me he'd miss me and he wouldn't forget about me. Also in the box was a gift. Was it the plane? It was his toy plane. Aww. One day I was playing at my dad's office. I stumbled upon the box for the plane. I'd realized he'd made the whole thing up. Obviously, I never said a word. Although I never found out how he knew that I liked that plane so much. I never told him that detail, and I wasn't ever able to ask him. Why not? He died from a strange disease a few years later. He always said, if you want to be happy, make your loved ones happy. I was too young to understand. Not long after Dad died, Mom left us. She couldn't get fear of the disease out of her mind, even though it wasn't contagious. Fortunately, though, it's hereditary. And as it turns out, Dices and I both inherited the disease. What? You too, Clover? I may have a few weeks left. Then again, I may have a few days before the disease takes its course. Even worse, the disease progresses much more aggressively in women. Dices, my little sister, sooner or later the disease will kill her. This legend, this artifact, was my only hope. What does it say, Clover? See for yourself. It's the island, isn't it? Eternal is my son, and eternal will become he who not abandons our sacred place, because only on this land the same man is forever endless, true eternity. Yup, it's the island. Eternal is my son, and eternal will become he who not abandons our sacred place, because only on this land the same man is forever, endless, true eternity. This land keeps you young. I think I get it. It's the island. Yup, the whole island is the artifact. And from what I can tell, the artifact's power is limited to those standing on it. That is, while we remain here, we'll be immortal. What a stupid thing. What's the use of the artifact if I can't take it with me? We can just bring Dices here, yeah! Of course we will. What other choice do I have? But she'll have to live here forever? What kind of life would that be? A prisoner of a deserted island for all eternity. We can find another way. Vanille. Would you excuse me for a bit? I need some time to be alone. You could build a house here like we could build a community here. Clover. Like they could live here. It'll be okay. No. Don't end it like this. No. I mean, come on. You can live. Like, they could live happily here. You know? Like, they could step off the island maybe for a little bit to visit. Couldn't they? Clover. Why didn't you say anything? If only... Such an intoxicating fragrance, don't you think? You. Huh? The flowers. You. Am I interrupting something? No. I don't like you. Don't you think they're beautiful? I guess. Who'd guess that the nectar is one of the world's most toxic poisons? A drop or two kills an adult in a matter of hours. A funny thing, nature. So gorgeous and deadly at the same time. From the bottom of my heart, I believe it was made to end us. The divine punishment for destroying our home. Why are you here? It's such a shame, isn't it? Clover's situation. What if I told you there's actually something we can do? Why'd you get all creepy on me? That voice again. It was you. Upring isn't behind this, is it? You. You were the one who contacted me. Wasn't it fun, though? Playing detective? See, Dices? I've always felt an inexplicable obsession with mysteries. Detective stories, questions without answers. There is something so seductive in them. In real life, however, they're always so dull. They're never like in video games or a good book. That's why I wanted to really take this to the next level. Make it more interesting. You follow me? I took the liberty of designing all of this such that you could figure it out yourself. That every discovery would have been uncovered by you, and only by you. Evan, on the other hand, he wanted to make everything so obvious. He wanted you to know everything from the start. Let's just say that's not how I do things. Where's the fun in that? Where's the emotion? You wouldn't understand. Emotions can't be faked. They have to be authentic. They must be lived. I even managed to get someone with the same... You know what? It doesn't matter. What are you talking about? What is going on here? What is this all about? Oh, come on, Dices. You still don't have a clue? After all the work you've done, you're just going to give up? I thought you were better than that. No one appreciates a good mystery anymore. What is wrong with this maniac? Alright, I'll admit it. Maybe I didn't give you all the pieces. But you know you won't need them. You're something special, Dices. Well, I think this last one will be enough. I've been aware of your observations. Remember your suspicions about the monoliths? Eureka, you were right. The question is, why? Our friend Evan adored Clover, and he wanted to leave him a little present as the final goodbye. One that involved an island capable of doing what the new message said. You follow me? No. Wait. No. So you're still wondering why you're here? What? Is this the right thing? I'm not sure what right even is anymore. Wait, what's going on? I'm so confused. Clover? I've been thinking. I've got to tell you something. I'm listening. My name is not Vanille. It's Dices. Dices Emmer. Now's not the time for jokes, Vanille. Just shut up and listen. Sorry. I'm all ears. Ever since I arrived on the island... I can't with this. It's too much for me. Clover, I don't get it. I really don't get it. Hey, relax, okay? Everything will be okay. I'm here with you. Tell me what's going on. Why do the worst things always happen to the best people? Why? It's always the same. It's so unfair. Well, I like to think the universe has a plan for all of us. Besides, if I hadn't been sick, I would have never known you, right? You idiot, why didn't you tell me? I didn't want my disease to mark me. I didn't want to be treated differently. I wouldn't have treated you differently. Vanille, you're doing it right now. It's just that... It's okay, Vanille. Breathe in. What is it you wanted to tell me? Ever since I arrived on the island, I couldn't get this coincidence out of my head. But I think I understand everything now. It's not that the island is making us immortal. Rather, the island is frozen in time. Do you understand? Time's not passing here. What's the difference? You arrived here before me. Time stopped for you the moment you set foot on this island. But it didn't stop for everyone else. You left home and came here to save your sister when she was just a baby. But time went on normally for me, until I grew up and came here. And that's why we're meeting each other now. I know it's hard to believe, but I'm Dices Clover. You're Dices. What? What are you saying? When I took this job, they gave me a false name. They told me not to reveal the real one. Until now. And I think it's because they didn't want you to know from the beginning because of how absurd this all sounds. But now that you've figured out what the artifact is, it makes a lot more sense, doesn't it? Your name is Dices Emmer? It is. How? How did you recover? It looks like I was never sick in the first place, Clover. It was just you. When Evan gave you the notebook and sent you here, he stayed and looked after me, didn't he? He was going to look after Dices while I was here, but that was just a little while. Pretty much a day ago. No, Clover. It was years ago. Time went by, you never came back. While on the island, we don't feel the passage of time, it doesn't affect us. That's why our watches stop while we're here. Evan must have thought you had died, that you never came back. He had no other choice but to look after me. Obviously, he thought that it wouldn't last long. He thought that sooner or later my time would also come. But seeing how things turned out, it seems that time never came. Imagine that when he realized I wasn't sick, he decided to search for a place for me. A family. And he did a good job of it until today. I never knew I had a brother. Actually, I never knew where I really came from. After a long time, I'm guessing that he found out how the island works. He assumed you'd still be here, that from your perspective, you had just arrived. After that, he contacted me, pretending to be Upbring. He sent me here with the excuse of finding Evan, so that I would meet you. The only restriction they gave me was to hide my real name no matter what. I believe it's because they didn't want you to realize it was me from the beginning. First, you needed to figure out how the island works. Just think about it. It all makes sense that way. Neither of us would have believed any of this if we were told about it from the start. That's why he didn't tell me either. He wanted us to discover it by ourselves. We had to wait for this moment. Are you sure about what you're saying? Can I trust you? Just look at me, Clover. It's me. I can't believe it. Dices. 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 Is it really you? You've been right in front of me all this time? Yes, Clover, it's me. You've grown so much. Dices, can I give you a hug? Of course you can, you idiot. Oh. Dices, I was so scared. So afraid of losing you. Ever since we lost Mom and Dad, I only had you. I didn't want to lose what I loved the most. But it doesn't matter. None of that matters. Now that I know you're fine, because that's what I've wanted. That's because I've always wanted. I can't believe how much you've grown. Are you staying healthy? Tell me about your friends, Dices. They take good care of you? Has it really been years? I've got so many questions, dear sister. What happened to Evan? And why did he use a different name with me? It was just a fake name he used to hide from the world. It was all part of his plan. He wanted to surprise us. He did it. For us. Well, he managed. That bastard. I suppose he wasn't the selfish after all. Hey, why are you crying? Aren't you happy to see me again after all these years? I'm happy, that's all. Me too. And I don't ever want this moment to end. I'm so happy I could die right now. From now on, everything will be better. I guess I'll have to stay here if I don't want my time to come. You'd better visit. And above all that... Clover? What's the matter? I'm just feeling a little dizzy. Don't worry. No. 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 Clover? No. What's wrong? Clover! Hey, wake up. What's happening? Get up. Someone help. Aw, fuck. Clover, say something to me, please. Motherfucker. Wait, am I controlling him? I'm Evan. You're not from here, are you? Wait a second. The hobo? I think you're confusing me with someone else. What brings you here, fella? I'd like to, ask you about Clover. Clover? I'd never met a boy with such a kind heart. Boy, ever since he knew about my knee, he does the grocery shopping for me. Can you believe it? He sure knows how to make an old man happy. Haha. It's a shame he's going through all that, don't you agree? Huh? Stop talking nonsense, would you? I don't get all the young people slang these days. Talking about his disease and his remaining days. What did you say? Is he ill? Didn't you know? Why does no one ever tell me anything? Well, it doesn't matter. Thanks for your time. Hey, I'm truly sorry, but right now I don't have a... Oh, no. I didn't come for that. I just wanted to ask you about Clover. Clover? He's the personification of humility. If there's anything he loves, it's his little sister. Between you and me, he's a better father than a bunch of folks around here. How long since you knew about his condition? Huh? What are you talking about? He's going through a lethal disease in an advanced state. So you weren't aware? Huh? Who told you that? He himself. I thought you knew. I had no idea. Since when? I'm afraid I'm not aware of the details. That's all I know. Anyways, thanks for your time. Aww. Oh, the tag says Apollo. Can I pet him again? Hey, kid. I wanted to ask if you knew a guy named Clover. Clover? Oh yeah, he's my friend, you know? One day we were playing bliss ball with my friends and he was just walking by. He realized that they had left me out because I wasn't that good. He approached me and said I ignored them. Bliss ball is for you losers. Do you know how to play Spy Master? I didn't, so he invited me to his house and he taught me. Ever since, I've won every single one of the Spy Master tournaments at school. I'm sure you'd beat me too. By any chance, did you know he was sick? Unfortunately, it's unlikely he'll get any better. And, he doesn't have many days left. Huh? What did you say? I don't believe you. He would have told me. You're lying. It's a lie. It's a lie. You're a liar. Hey, easy. Liar. Hey, kid, wait. I'm sorry for my grandson. The thing is, this news isn't just shocking for us. It's also really devastating. Clover is like a member of our family. I can't imagine why he wouldn't have told us. I'm sure he didn't want us to worry. He hasn't been the same since his father died. It hurt us all, but he's had it the worst. He must really be going through a nightmare. Is there really nothing we can do? If we had money, it wouldn't make a difference. According to Clover, there's no treatment. So, we'll just have to wait and be with him until... There's always the legend. The legend? Bastion, again with that? What's he talking about? It's an old fairy tale from around here. It's no fairy tale. Bastion, where did you get that? I told you it was real. We found it with Cecil in a strange shrine when we were playing in the woods. What is this legend about? And what is that notebook? It's an old tale that says something about a hidden island that holds the secret to eternal life, though nobody has found it and ever lived to tell about it. And this legendary notebook, so it is said, reveals its location. Hey you, stranger. What, me? Come here. Come here. I don't know who you think you are. Clover telling you his secrets doesn't make you special. I'm still his best friend, understand? Bastion. Alright, sorry. In any case, stranger, I'd like to ask you a favor. Could you find the island for me? I don't want for Clover to leave us, and it may be our last hope. I do it myself, but my mom won't let me be outside after 8 o'clock. Bastion, leave the poor man alone. Leave it to me. Do you really plan on going? It's just a fairy tale. I've got nothing to lose. In that case, I'll lend you my boat. I'll also make up a bag of supplies for you. Well, hey, that doesn't sound half bad. We'll help in any way we can. Any friend of Clover's is our friend, too. Friend, huh? I'll leave immediately. Achievement unlocked. Goodbye, Dices. Oh, great. How am I supposed to go back now? So that was Evan's boat. The island, huh? Time to discover if what they say about you is true. I am Evan now. Oh god, do I have to remember all the solutions? Okay, first word. I guess I'll be here for a while. Wait, this seems different. Shoot, I don't remember these. Okay, I don't have to go through all of them again. Is this the finale? Is this gonna be the finale right here? I guess it's time. Let's see. Eternal as the sun, our sacred place is not, nor will become eternal he who looks for eternity, because the same man who on this land all ego abandons, who know the search of it meaning lacks. Only consciousness was and is forever, my endless true eternity. What? Wait, what the hell is that supposed to mean? That doesn't exist? Nah, I must have read it wrong. Eternal is not, nor will become, meaning lacks. The artifact doesn't What am I supposed to do? Clover. The artifact doesn't exist. Please don't die. Oh, the island... Wait. So that means that Dices isn't Clover's sister. See, Vincent? I don't know what kind of fool you take me for, but you don't need to be a genius to realize you're hiding from something. If I win, I want you to go back and face it. What? So wait, is Dices really Clover's sister? Hello? I was wondering if we could meet, please. Huh? Who is this? It's me. Who? You've got to be kidding me. Vincent, is that you? Not gonna lie here, I was pretty sure you were dead. At this point, I know you probably hate me. But I really need to talk to you. We're talking right now, aren't we? Face to face. I want us to settle this, once and for all. Where are you? Write down the following coordinates. Okay? And don't worry, it's a safe place. Should I come alone or can I bring someone? Are they trustworthy? He's my right-hand man. I suppose that's no problem. Well, by God, what do we have here? If it isn't the prodigy, the most brilliant and promising mind the world has ever known. He who will guide humanity to a better world. Are you done? Have you been here all this time? What the heck is this place? Anyway, are you going to tell me why you brought me here? Nicola's waiting for me on the other side. I want to reveal the truth to the world. Oh, you were serious. Let me get this straight, Vincent. You're returning to me what is mine? That's the least an author can demand, right? And for all these years, you just show up all of a sudden and you just... I don't know, to do what you should have done from the start. So wait, are you expecting a prize or something? Dude, you're something else, alright? You're still acting like I'm the one responsible for all this. Like I was the only Evan. You were as much a part of this as me. Why then was revealing the truth my responsibility? What was stopping you? You could have spoken up at any time, but you kept quiet. You did the exact same thing I did. Or you did exactly the same, whatever. You want to know the teeny little difference, my old friend? You were the face. Let me ask you something. What do you think would have happened if Andre Ager decides to reveal the truth to the world? It'd just be one of those tabloids where an ex-employee from Area 51 reveals top secret info. No matter how plausible the testimony, the man never has proof. People don't believe him. Is it because he's lying? Most likely, but in many cases, it's the other way around. Of course the government won't keep files in his name. And of course, they scrub every last shred of evidence suggesting he ever worked there. The absence of proof, paradoxically, becomes the proof. I'm not lying. I did work there, but then they erased all the files and then my memories. Ring any bells? My name doesn't mean anything. However, if Mr. Evan Goldstein himself comes out and says something, that's a different story. And you know how people love faces. The story of the poor orphan kid who becomes a brilliant millionaire and wins everybody's heart. They don't seem to realize they've been told the same old story over and over again. And still, they always fall for it. I'm sure they would believe any nonsense that comes out of your mouth. We're doomed as a species, no doubt about it. I may be more Evan than you, but as far as people are concerned, you, and only you, are Evan. That is why, my friend, the responsibility was on your shoulders. But instead, you just ran away. You ran away taking everything that should have been mine. Seems you weren't so upset with what they created after all. Do you think I enjoyed doing that? Do you think I had a good time seeing you like that? Do you think I didn't feel like the scum of the earth? Do you think I have the slightest clue? Or do you think you have the slightest clue the hell I've been through since then? Why do you think I ran away? I couldn't take being a part of that anymore. You could have talked to me. We could have found a way. Why do you think I brought you here? I know I should have done it sooner. But I couldn't, Andre. I couldn't. They were keeping an eye on me more than you. I was the public figure after all. And I was so little, I could barely understand what was going on. I didn't know who to call for help. I didn't have anyone. They kept me alone and locked away. I was so scared. But that's about to change. Don't you get it, Andre? It was never about us. I'm not your enemy, nor are you mine. We've got one enemy in common. The ones who put us through all this. The ones who created Evan. And I'm sure they also wanted this. To separate us. To sow resentment between us. To keep us silent. To keep us alone against the world. This is what they always wanted. Are you going to keep doing what they want? I didn't bring you here to keep fighting. So what do you plan to do? Hold some press conference and spit everything out? Do you think that scenario ends with you alive and breathing? They'll chase you forever. You know how that ends. I know, and I don't care. I've got nothing left to lose. Don't worry, I won't mention you. What the hell? Toss my name in too. What? If we're going to sync up Ring, we have to do it right. I'm in. Whatever it takes to tear them apart. Though they're so large, it might not make any difference. Andre. I guess I'm not the only one who's changed. What I'm trying to say here is, for all the pain I've caused, I just want to say that from the bottom of my heart, I'm sorry. I thought those words would never come out of your mouth. Are you feeling okay? Did you go to some spiritual retreat and find yourself? Seriously, where the hell are we? Well, actually, it's a long story. I think we're exhausted Nicola's patience as well. Well, alright. I'm sorry to say, it really is a very long story. So, I'd settle in. Alright. I came here because it is believed that this island keeps the secret of eternal life. See that line of monoliths that goes all along the seashore? They're hieroglyphs. And, wait, I know this story. You do? Years ago, I heard rumors about Upring having a secret base in a place like this. The bastards are everywhere, huh? I don't believe it then. Me neither. But in any case, the immortality thing is a lie. I just finished translating all the monoliths. It's obvious it's a lie. I'm surprised you fell for something like that. Any ideas? Should I have some? Or no, I just hoped you would come up with something. You're the genius after all. Everybody seems to believe that genius and magician are the same thing. I can't perform miracles, Vincent. So there's nothing we can do? Just joking. I'm not being completely honest with you. I can perform miracles, and I do have ideas. Really? Though, that doesn't mean you're going to like what I'm going to suggest. I guess it's better than nothing. I'm all ears. What does the message say? Eternal is the sun, our sacred place is not, nor will become eternal he who looks for eternity. Because the same man who, on this land, all ego abandons, will know the search of it meaning lacks. Only consciousness was and is forever, my endless true eternity. It's perfect, but somewhat long, don't you think? We can make some changes. Changes? We could modify the message. What for? Now the heck do you expect us to rewrite them? I don't speak ancient hieroglyph puzzle. I didn't say anything about rewriting them. Wait here. Vincent, come here. What is he up to? Look at this. You opened a portal on top of the monolith, at least the same monolith? You weren't paying attention, were you? Look closer. It's different. Did you exchange them? The one from our left is now to our right, and vice versa. Andre, just what are you up to? I was wondering if it would be difficult to form a new message based on the original, and as soon as you read it to me, I realized it wouldn't be. Or just exchange some monoliths and repeat others. Indeed, something totally different could be achieved. With a message somewhat opposite than the original. This one's the original, right? 46 monoliths, 46 words. But I propose the following. 28 monoliths, 28 words. Notice that I'm only exchanging the order of a few words, or repeating some. And finally, I discard the unnecessary ones. Eternal is my son, and eternal will become he who not abandons our sacred place, because only on this land the same man is forever, endless true eternity. I still don't get why we'd want to do that. Look, I've got an idea. Why don't you let me do the talking, and you keep your questions for the end? Go on. Your friend, Clover, right? What's it that he wants most above all things? To not die? Vincent, you really suck at this. Based on your description, Clover only cares about one thing, his sister. It doesn't matter if he saves himself or not. He just cares about saving Dices. And what we could do is give him precisely that. One more accurately, we could make him believe that. Or more accurately, we can make him believe that. I'm going to tell you this now. We can't save him. Neither him nor her. They're on death's doorstep already. There's nothing we can... But we can make him believe the opposite. Imagine the following scenario. You go back to Clover's house with the notebook in your hands. You tell him, Clover, it's real. The legend is real. You give him the notebook and you tell him to come here for the artifact. You offer to take care of Dices in the meantime. Clover, filled with hope, heads to the island, and he starts to decipher the message, monolith after monolith. Remember, though, that this isn't the original message, but ours. Anyways, during his journey, Clover discovers someone else who was also sent to the island. It's a girl who's also looking for something there. This girl decides to join him in his journey, and they become close. Clover completes the message, and he learns that the whole island is the artifact, and that immortality is granted by the island from the moment you step on its shores. A bit of disappointment sinks into Clover, now that he knows the artifact is not something he can take home to Dices. But suddenly, the girl comes up with the theory that it wasn't immortality that the island granted, but rather that the island exists outside of time as we know it. Time doesn't pass normally on the island, and as a result, Hours, days, months, and years didn't pass as usual there, making everything and everyone on the unaging immortal and eternal. That's when the girl also discovers that she is actually Dices, Clover's sister, who had been sent by you due to the temporary gap that was generated because, remember, Clover arrived first. Dices was able to reach his age outside the island and then head there years later. Clover obviously doesn't notice that span of years because he was on the island the whole time. In any case, getting back to the story, and just when Clover thought everything was lost, he realizes that what he's been looking for has been in front of him the whole time. Dices also reveals that she was never sick in the first place. Clover, seeing that his sister has grown and lived a good life, that she's alright and that they can still keep seeing each other as long as he stays there, becomes happy. All of his worries vanish, a smile spreads across his face. He decides to stay and live on the island, to postpone his death forever. The following days are happy, they're perfect. Dices visits him from time to time, till the day comes when Clover eventually dies. But he dies believing everything. He dies happy. It's beautiful, fantastic. The audience cries, laughs, cue the applause. What do you think? It all just came to me. Brilliant, isn't it? As if it were the ending of some emotional video game. Fuck you. It's the most twisted thing I've ever heard. I know you wouldn't like it. You never like my ideas. Just listen to what you're saying. It's absurd. Vincent, look at this damn place. Eternal life, an ancient civilization, a message engraved on monoliths. Don't you think it's already absurd enough? Do you really think adding some extra details will make it less believable? Isn't this what you wanted? Doing something for him? Maybe we can't avoid his leaving the world, but we can at least direct how he leaves it. Giving him a worthy end, full of adventure and emotion. And die believing a lie? Look, Vincent. I'm sure that today, somebody died believing you're a genius. It was their truth their whole life. The truth only ceases to be true when you find out it's a lie. And Clover will never find out. Although it won't be the truth for us, it will be for him. Even though if that truth just lasts if a moment, fuck, you can decorate it as much as you like. A lie is a lie. And just, it's not right. It doesn't feel right. I want to believe everybody deserves a happy ending. And suddenly that's not right? Our whole lives were a lie. What's the difference? Do you want to do something for Clover or not? Didn't you say you'd do anything for him? Let me recall, what was the other option? Oh yeah, leave him to die at home with the baby who also dies. In absolute solitude. But anyway, I'm not going to judge you. It was your decision after all. Where are you going? Are we going to join poor Clover on its final days? Time passes while we ponder. Wait. Yes? The message. Your message is shorter than the original. What are you going to do with the remaining monoliths? You'd be surprised at all the problems that high-powered explosives can solve. You're going to blow them up? What, afraid someone's going to hear us? We're in the middle of nowhere. The girl? Who's the girl? Who's Dices? An actress? No idea. We'll find someone. Promise me. Promise me whoever she is, that she agrees with all this. Let her know all the details. I promise. Andre, do you really believe something like this could work out? I don't have the slightest idea. But you know how much I indulge in making an idea come true when it takes hold of me. I hope you know what you're doing. Tell me how I can help. Oh, no. Leave it to me. I'll take care of all the island business. You make sure to convince Clover to come here, and take care of the baby. And when all this is over, we'll bring down Upring. Together, like old times. You can trust me. So that whole sad emotional bit with Clover and Dices was fake? Revelation, achievement unlocked revelation. Where am I? These sheets. I'm not at home, but I feel like I am. Ugh, my head hurts. I don't know how I got here. The last thing I remember is Doing that whole act in front of Clover. Oh my god. Fuck, man. I feel betrayed. I feel betrayed. This game did me fucking dirty. Why? Couldn't they have just ended it there? Couldn't it have been like Clover dies and there's an emotional bit where they I don't know, bury him or something, like on the island he searched for? Couldn't they have done that? Couldn't she have actually been... God damn it. Clover. I need to see if he's alright. He's not alright. Is she at Clover's house? So much light. She is at Clover's house. The baby died too? You know, Clover, I always thought I had everything. Everything anybody could ever want. Money, fame, power. Funny thing is, when I disappeared, no one really cared. I was all over the news, sure, but there wasn't anyone genuinely worried about me. No one wondering if I was okay. And honestly, I don't blame them. But it was when I asked the neighbors about you that I realized that actually I never had anything. Rest in peace, friend. Rest in peace, Dices. Motherfucker! Look who just woke up. Don't tell me you don't find it strange. What? Him dying at such a convenient moment? Too convenient, I'd say. If it had happened just a few hours earlier, everything would have gone to waste. How did you know so precisely? How did you know so precisely when it would happen? He poisoned him with the flower nectar, didn't he? No! They were drinking poisoned water. I didn't. That's reassuring. Oh, good. Now are you going to start preaching to me about right and wrong too? That's why he tripped and spilled before he gave it to Dices, because she's not supposed to die. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Hey, I just lied to him. He lied to the whole world. He deserved a little punishment, didn't he? Besides, he went to talk to her. He'll find out eventually. Do you think he'll get mad? Of course he will. Then he'll remember that my way of doing things once again worked. And he'll forget about it. I wanted to ask you something. Do you really believe that if she had known everything from the start, her connection with Clover would have been as authentic as it was? Nobody wants to be a part of a farce. I didn't force anybody to do anything. She saw all his pain and lying to him was the least she could do. She decided to do it. But it's not about lying or telling the truth. Nor is it about doing the right thing nor the wrong thing. It's about getting results. But I guess it's easier to just call me the movie's villain. I guess we all have our little lies. So wait, did she truly not know? She truly didn't know what was happening at the beginning, but she decided to act at the very end. Wasn't it? You did it. Ah. Oh, God. That was sad. Wow. Okay, that was good. Like, that had such a good story to it. The gameplay was simple. It was pretty easy, yet not too easy to where it got boring. Like, it was fun. And the story, it was sad. You get so attached to these characters and the life that they live. I didn't see that coming. Oh, God. So, they faked the whole thing. So, his name never was really Evan. There was never actually an Evan. They just called him Evan. You know, that was just like a stage name, almost. And the real Evan was a group of people, or at least those two, who designed something at this super corrupt, evil corporation. And one of them, that Andre guy, was the brains, and Vincent was the face of it. And Vincent took all the credit, and Andre didn't get jack shit. And it kind of left them bitter. And eventually, Vincent, not liking what the corporation was doing, kind of ditched the whole thing and ended up stumbling upon Clover, knew he was going to die. They developed this plan to make Clover think that everything's going to be okay. And they send some girl in there, too, to play the part. And now both the baby and Clover die? Oh, man. Wow. Okay. I don't know how I have such a weird feeling after playing this. It's like it was a good game. What's the word to describe it? It's like a bitterness. What's the word? Bittersweet. Like, it's good that he at least had a happy death, but it's so sad that he had to die, because he was such a good guy. Oh, man. The level design, too. This whole design of this ancient civilization. And the fact that Upbring did have some sort of secret base there. Oh, man. Ooh, who's Nathan Chan at the end right there, on the right side? Goodbye, Nathan Chan. I don't know why I like that name. I'm just trying to distract myself so that I don't cry a little bit. Because that got me. Fuck, that got me. I mean, this played out like it's some sort of mystery movie. But... oh, boy, I'm gonna need to sit down and just... I need to, like, recoup after playing this one. Like, I need a minute. I need a minute. But this was great. This was a fucking phenomenal game. Like, 10 out of 10. This is gonna be one of the ones that goes down as one of my favorite games of all time. And there's not many games. Like, most of the games I play end up being, like, mediocre or, like, just good. But there's only a few games, really, that go down on my list of some of my favorite games of all time. And this one right here, has definitely made that list. God damn. Oh boy, these credits are long. I'm running out of things to say. And a special thanks to you for playing. Oh, thank you. You hurt my soul. You hurt my soul really bad. So I need a thank you. I need a thank you for the emotional trauma that you've just sprung upon me after that one. Ouch. What? For the backers? I just got an achievement called For the Backers. What is this place? This is where everything changed for me. I hid in a small town near the island when I needed to vanish. I see, but how did you find this place? By accident, really. I was looking for somewhere off-grid, totally disconnected. I didn't want anyone to recognize me. So I started visiting islands in the middle of the Pacific, little towns, which eventually led me to discover this island. Well, what better place to discover than a tropical oasis? Okay, but why did you bring me here? I wanted you to meet someone very special to me. Follow me. Whoa, what is this thing? Looks like something from an ancient history documentary. It's an ancient monolith. Well, this one isn't like... well, this one isn't ancient since Andre recreated for our message. It says something. Oh, kind of like a hieroglyph. Basically. But you don't get to interact with it. Kind of... oh, but you get to interact with it. Kind of like a game or a giant puzzle. No way! I love puzzles. Can I try? Slow down there. Let me show you how it's done. Follow me, but watch your step. Oh. Oh, I see how I see. Woo! Oh. Hey, I didn't know you had an knack for solving cryptic ancient puzzles. Give me the treasure if you don't want to lose your heads. Huh? Whoa, what? Who's that? How dare you speak like that in front of one of the most legendary pirates of modern times? I didn't know there were modern pirates. Cool. The great Maisie K. Kendrick demands you hand the treasure over to me. What is she talking about? You may try to hide it from me, but this map reveals all. A map? Let me have a look at that. Spared no expense. Facing your fear doesn't make you strong. It just means you have good eyesight. For the love of my life, my moon and my stars, I will love you forever no matter what. From Jose to Isa. Life is but a beautiful garnish that will unveil itself when it's all said and done. Can't read that. Never tell yourself that you're not good enough. Enjoy everything. If I was a seagull, I would fly as far as I could. I would fly to faraway places and sing for many people. Can't read that one. There is a power that comes from deep inside of you, because every day you're reaching toward the light. Is humanity headed in the right direction? My greatest joy in this swiftly passing life is bringing happiness and peace to my soulmate, my wife. Aww. A squared for life. Andrew and Alexis Molnar. Fireworks? Where is it? Where's the treasure? This isn't a map. And what is it? How should I know? What are you two whispering about? Don't try anything funny. But of course, the treasure. How could I have forgotten? It's just over there. Where? Where is it? See those monoliths right behind us? Follow the line they draw until you find a broken boat. It's right below it. And don't forget your shovel. Treasure! Arr. Weird. Okay. Where were we? Oh, there's one more left. Let's go. They throw that in there to show quote. Are those like Patreon supporters? Or not Patreon. No, it might be Patreon. I don't know. I'm stupid. Wait, what am I doing? Oh no, I gotta do this. So what did they say? Huh? You said they were hieroglyphs, right? What did you write on them? Clover Emmer. Aw. Clover, what? What does that even mean? Oh, is that it? Is it him showing like some future person, like a girlfriend or something? Oh. Yup. Okay. Wow. That was good. I need a I need to take a second after that one. Um, so yeah, that was Evans Remains. Great game. Like, great game. If you guys enjoyed this, leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.